This is NDTV. And you're watching Ndtv-Hindu.
Ndtv-Hindu and Ndtv-Shekhar lash out at Thangabalu after being expelled from the Congress, say they will approach the party high command.
Mr. Thangabalu has no right to suspend us from the party.
Meanwhile, Thangabalu stands by Congress's decision to expel 19 members. He says they indulged in anti-party activities.
In the issue பொறுத்தவரையிலும் கட்சியில் நடவடிக்கையில் ஈடுபட்டவர்கள் மீது நடவடிக்கை எடுத்திருக்கோம். எங்கள் கூட்டணிக்கு துரோகம் இழைத்தவர்கள் நடவடிக்கை எடுத்திருக்கோம்.
Dravidian parties are happy with the voter turnout. Jayalalitha says people have come out in large numbers in anger against the DMK.
It is also a reflection of the people's anger against the DMK government.
And an upbeat DMK says people who benefited from their party's freebies and welfare schemes would have voted in their favour. Fire under control after flames erupted in a container yard in Madhavaram. Export materials worth several crore rupees are destroyed. Good evening. You're watching Headlines Now with me, Divya, and here are the news making national headlines. Woman athlete who lost her leg after being thrown from a train by hooligans says all she wanted was to provide for her family and play the sport. Sports Ministry offers Arunima Sinha just 25,000 as compensation after she loses her leg. There will be no India tour of Pakistan in the near future, says Rajiv Shukla, as the cricket calendar is completely full. CBI team in Chile to meet prosecutors to verify the identity of Abdul Rauf, the man believed to be behind the Kandahar hijack. Gopal Das, the Indian jailed in Pakistan for 27 years on charges of spying, is now asking the Indian government for compensation. Farooq Abdullah's fears over India's skewed sex ratio, says if this continues, men may have to turn gay. Well, our top story, there is no stop to the trouble brewing in the DMK's ally Congress's camp. 19 Congress members, including actor politician Ndtv-Shekhar and the former deputy mayor of Chennai, Karate Thiagarajan, have been expelled from the party. The sitting MLA of Mylapore constituency, Ndtv-Shekhar, who was elected as an AIADMK seat before being expelled in 2009, had joined the Congress recently and was not allotted a seat this time around. And Ndtv-Shekhar spoke to Ndtv-Hindu, reacting strongly to the action taken against him and 19 others. He says his expulsion will only be a loss to the party.
It is the mistake of Thangabalu, who is unfit to be a president of a very big party, who is simultaneously cheating the top leaders of the party, cadres, and all the people. Our Supremo Sonia ji and Rahul ji probably in the next week, and explain probably the other all the 18 members in the list. They are the seniors and more experienced people than me. For 8 days I campaigned for Congress DMK alliance, but he never did it. He was only campaigning for himself.
And Karate Thiagarajan, who is amongst those expelled now, says that Thangabalu has no authority to expel him from the party. In fact, this afternoon, Karate Thiagarajan had an argument with the police personnel who were stationed outside his house and demanded that they be removed immediately. Trouble brewed in the Congress after the All India Congress Committee nominated Thangabalu's wife Jayanti to contest from Mylapore constituency for the assembly polls. Jayanti's nomination as Congress candidate had caused heartburn amongst a section of the party men, with some of them even burning Thangabalu's effigy.
Mr. Thangabalu has no right to suspend us from the party. Only the Congress High Command has the power to suspend us from the party. And I request the City Police Commissioner Rajendran to withdraw all the police forces which has been deployed outside my house, which is illegal, undemocratic. If the Commissioner now withdraws the police force from my house, I will take the suitable legal action against the Police Commissioner.
Any reason about
No, they are curtailing my activities.
Meanwhile, the TNCC chief K.V. Thangabalu defended his stand and says they were expelled due to anti-party activities.
காங்கிரஸ் கட்சிக்கு எதிராக காங்கிரஸ் வேட்பாளர் எதிராக செயல்பட யார் செயல்பட்டாலும் அவர்கள் கட்சிக்கு விசாரணை இருக்க முடியாது. அவர் மீது நடவடிக்கை எடுத்திருக்கோம். அவர் உண்மையான காங்கிரஸ்காரர் இல்லை. அதிமுக திமுக மடி இங்கே வந்திருக்காரு, பல இதை போய் சுற்றிட்டு வந்தார். அவருடைய விளைவு தான் காங்கிரஸ் கலாச்சாரத்தை சொல்ல மாட்டாத மாதிரி யாரும். இந்த இஷ்யூ பொறுத்தவரையிலும் கட்சியோட நடவடிக்கையில் ஈடுபட்டவர்கள் மீது நடவடிக்கை எடுத்திருக்கோம். எங்கள் கூட்டணிக்கு துரோகம் இழைத்திருக்கும் நடவடிக்கை எடுத்திருக்கோம். காங்கிரஸ் கட்சிக்கும் கூட்டணிக்கும் துரோகம் இழைத்த யாராக இருந்தாலும் நடவடிக்கை எடுக்கப்படும். இது எடுப்படி கட்டாயம் எனக்கு இருக்கு, அதனாலேயே எடுத்திருக்கேன். ஆகவே என்னுடைய கடமையை நான் செஞ்சிருக்கேன், அவ்வளவுதான்.
Well, factions within the Congress have been continuing for long, with especially Thangavalu being in the middle, in the hot seat, in fact, of the controversies there, especially after his wife Jayanti Thangavalu was nominated as the Mylapore candidate with S.V. Shekhar as the sitting MLA. This caused a lot of heartburn amongst the Congress members, with including Mr. Karate Tyagarajan, who has been expelled. There were fiery protests outside Thangavalu's residence, protests against his wife and protests against this decision. And joining us on the phone line now is the Tamil Nadu Congress chief K.V. Thangavalu himself. Mr. Thangavalu, you had said that you expelled these 19 members, including S.V. Shekhar and Karate Tyagarajan, because they indulged in anti-party activities. Now, S.V. Shekhar was one of the sitting MLAs of the Mylapore constituency, and when there were protests against you, he was one of them who did not have anything against him not being allotted the MLA ticket there. So, were there any other reasons apart from the ones that you have quoted?
So those who have worked against the official nominees for the Congress party and those who work against the Congress policies, it appropriate action to contain discipline the party. And at election time, the congressmen are required to behave in a manner that should support the Congress, not be opposing the Congress interest. And accordingly, these people whom I have recommended and suspended from the party, that have done enough damage to the prestige of the party and enough damage, and that is why I have compared to something. I always a person we never want to take action on anybody.
Right, Mr. Thangavalu, we wish we could continue with you further, but looks like we are having a technical problem reaching out to you. Well, thanks very much anyway indeed for joining us and giving us your reasons exactly for expelling these candidates. Moving on, the AIADMK chief Jayalalitha today claimed the high voter turnout for the Tamil Nadu assembly polls was a reflection of people's anger against the DMK and their resolve to oust the ruling government. Jayalalitha says, and I quote, "People have come out in large numbers in a silent revolution to show their anger and to make sure the DMK government goes," unquote. The Tamil Nadu polls yesterday witnessed an unprecedented 78% voter turnout. The opposition leader also lauded the Election Commission for conducting the polls in a safe and secure environment.
We must all compliment the Election Commission of India for providing a safe, secure environment for voting. I think it is that which has resulted in this high turnout of polling. It is also a reflection of the people's anger against the DMK government. People have come out in large numbers in a silent revolution to show their anger against the DMK government and to make sure that the DMK government goes.
However, the ruling DMK2 is upbeat. There is an increase of 8% voter turnout compared to the previous elections. Now, this increase would translate into more than 37 lakh voters. And the party says they are the people who benefited from its freebies and welfare schemes who would have voted in favor of the DMK. We'll slip into a very short break now. We have more news and updates coming for you when we come back.